So the Fed doesn't cut rates, yet mortgages are starting to creep back up. Why does this happen? Hi, my name is Matt Coach. I created this YouTube channel to share tips, tricks, and mistakes on my way to building an 8-figure real estate portfolio. And today, I'm going to give you guys a quick glimpse into mortgage rates and something that you're probably doing wrong if you're a normal person looking for mortgages. So mortgages are anticipatory of what the Federal Reserve is going to do. So if they expect the Federal Reserve to lower rates, they're actually ahead of the curve. If they expect them to raise rates, the opposite happens. As I mentioned in a previous video, the spread also gets higher or lower when they grow or lower when they raise rates. The spread gets higher because you're more likely to refinance, and if they lower rates, the spread gets lower because you're less likely to refinance. So you do get hit on both ends, but when the Fed does not change the rate, why would the mortgage companies feel as if they need to raise back up the rates? So this is an answer to economics and current economic growth. So the job report recently came out, and it was much higher than most mortgage companies expected it to be. Now, it's about to be election time, so you kind of take what you can get with those reports and how real that they are. However, when we have high job growth, that means that the economy is doing better and growing, and when the economy is growing, the Fed isn't going to lower rates, right? The Fed lowers rates to stimulate the economy. So if they had lower than projected job growth, mortgage rates would actually go down because they're going to project the Federal Reserve to keep lowering rates. However, when something like a job report comes out, that's the kind of thing that greatly changes a typical mortgage company's perception of the economy. So they're always going to be ahead of the curve of what's projected to happen, but this is something that, a lot of the times you guys go to look for loans when you hear, hey, the Fed just cut rates, but the reality is, like, if the expectations were rates were going to get cut, your mortgages already came down. So you want to actually hit that dip when they're coming through, not wait for rates to actually go and get cut. So something that probably everybody can take a little bit of an advantage of is understanding when the projections are that mortgage rates are getting lower, because you kind of want to be a little bit ahead of the curve. Ideally, if you're buying a bunch of houses, kind of like I am, then you kind of just deal with what the rate is when you finish the house. There isn't a whole lot of strategy that comes behind that, but if you're trying to buy a normal house, understand that if projections come back a lot higher for economic growth than expected, then mortgage rates will grow alongside it. Whereas if they expect mortgage rates to continue to decline, which is the projection over the next 2 years, then you're going to see progressively lower rates. But something like that, where the mortgage companies are expecting something like this and they see that huge job growth, they're going to hop up, and you'll see a huge spike in mortgage rates. That's why people are seeing half to a whole percent jump increases in these rates, is that the economic growth is better than projected. So keep that in mind when you guys are looking for your mortgage rates, that when you hear the Fed is going to cut rates is actually when you probably should be starting to look for loans. So see you later.